Alright then, Smackdown. Now, I'm late on this review. Why am I late on this review? Well, I did see Smackdown number one, but I was out doing something yesterday, so I will get the Smackdown review the next day and whatnot. But I saw with everything that went down and a couple surprises here and there. Now, at some point, or maybe tomorrow or whatnot, I will do a separate video on the releases that just happened in WWE. Again, I should say. NXT edition, though, of a lot of releases, because I got some things to say about that, because I didn't think that many people were going to get released on Friday. So I'm like, oh, at first I saw only like 6 names. Then it almost turned to like 14 names, including a writer who knew nothing about wrestling, which I'll have a lot to say about that. But then yeah, I've talked about writers in the past they have in WWE. They don't know anything on wrestling. It's just Hollywood writers they get half the time. And we know Vince hires them and whatnot. So it's almost like, why was this person there? But I'm gonna save that for a separate video, though. We'll get to all those releases. But SmackDown, no. A couple things, mostly the Fallout show from Hell in a Cell, which we did kick off with Paul Heyman telling Roman Reigns about the Mysterios. They're gonna acknowledge, I guess they're acknowledging them from their hospital beds and whatnot. Jimmy Uso came in and basically told Reigns Jey Uso's a no-show and said he ain't coming back. Reigns basically said, I took Jey, from being one of the Usos, being my right-hand man, and he can't show up for work. And then Jimmy said, you know what? I'm here. All right? You need me in your corner? I can do it. But Reigns said, you're going to have to prove it. Next thing you know, Bianca Belair came out, talking about her win last Sunday at Hell in a Cell. They threw everything at the kitchen sink at her. Honestly, her promo started to go on that I kind of lost track of what she was talking about. But she says she's still the champion, and, the Wicked Witch is dead. And like I said, it lost its point after a while. Seth Rollins came out then, basically telling Bianca, you overcame adversity at Hell in a Cell. But I overcame a lot of adversity by taking out Cesaro. All right, and that basically that Bianca, you're squeaked by Bailey and whatnot. Some called a fluke, and then Rollins, tried to give a high five, but Bianca wasn't going for it. Bianca said, "Ain't you team with Bailey tonight, right?" So that high five is gonna be something that's gonna destroy you. Bailey came out. I was gonna congratulate you and everything, but no, your win is a fluke. I still look down on you and whatnot. And Bianca ended up punching her. They start kind of brawling. Seth Rollins, kind of got in between them. But, Bailey basically, used Seth as a distraction to take out Bianca. Cesaro then came out and then knocked Seth out the ring, which Bianca had to stare at. Not Bianca, but Cesaro and Bailey had to stare off them, blaming her for the whole breaking up the set thing until Bianca came in. Cesaro picked her up and threw her into Bailey. But we did kick off with, like I said, with a mixed tag team match, which was actually pretty good, not bad at all. Bailey getting the win. Obviously, this Bailey and Bianca feud continues as Seth and Cesaro, both of their feuds continue and whatnot. As Bailey, like I said, getting the win right here with the Rose Plant, which she'll probably get another shot at the title because I don't think they really got anybody else to face her right now, Bianca right now. So we're back at Bailey again. Jimmy Uso was walking outside Reigns' room and whatnot. Paul Heyman came out and, told Jimmy, if Jay didn't want to show up, you could be the main event tonight. And Jimmy said, what I got to do? And then Heyman says, listen, it's a good thing that you don't win a match, but you need to win a match. All right, that's what you need to do. Next, which I actually thought this was, and I enjoyed this segment. I don't care if it wasn't much talking. I just enjoyed this segment. Rick Boogs coming out, basically in the ring. They got this whole throne and podium with the crown and whatnot, introducing Shinsuke Nakamura. Both of these guys are wearing all white. Pat McAfee is standing on the table, just drinking the bottles of water like it's Stone Cold Steve Austin out there. Corbin's in the back saying he just doesn't know what to do now. Like, what's the point after losing the crown? Which I just enjoyed the Nakamura dance. I don't care what anybody says. This Nakamura's theme is still great to this day. I enjoyed it. The guitar was great. Him and Boogs, I like them as a team. I just do, okay? I know nothing was said, but it was just fun just mobbing to that, all right? I just had fun watching the segment. I just like the lights. The Nakamura Boogs thing is just cool to me. I like it. Adam Pearce signed the bill. I guess running the back kind of, danced to the music. Rollins basically said, I should be next in line for the Universal title. So we'll see how that goes. Big E came out, Money in the Bank qualifying match against Apollo Crews. Seen this a lot. Z tried to get involved, which they threw him in the back. Big E ended up getting the big ending for the win, so he goes into the Money in the Bank match coming up, which we did get that. Like I said, we get Money in the Bank and whatnot. So yeah, more qualifying matches, which at least they're not trying to do them all in one night and kind of somewhat spreading them out. Because right after Sami Zayn basically has to face Kevin Owens again. I had heard Kevin Owens was supposed to be taking time off apparently, but next week they're gonna have a last man standing match. So I don't know what's going on with KO, but like I said, it was supposedly supposed to be having time off. Sonya Deville came out to announce, I guess, the whole Money in the Bank for the women, which at one point almost looked like they were just going to throw the women in there without even having to have them qualify. Yeah, it was tag team matches on Raw, but at least they qualified, though. But she called out Carmella, two-time Money in the Bank winner. Carmella said, fans are mad. She's still the most beautiful woman in the WWE. Liv Morgan came out saying she is. And, she beat Carmella last week. Carmella laughed at her and basically said, look at me, honey, and look at you. Liv Morgan knocked it out. We're still battling to see who's the hottest around here. Basically, Deville said, you make a statement. Let's see if you can win a match right here. Which we got Liv Morgan versus Carmella again. Liv Morgan won. Carmella just still says she's the most beautiful woman in WWE. I don't know if this is a qualifying match, but I'm assuming both of these women will be in the Money in the Bank match. Jimmy Uso came out, go against Dolph Ziggler, which I'm not really surprised who won here. I'm sorry, but it's Dolph Ziggler, okay? I mean, I forgot Ziggler still on TV with Rude and whatnot, but I figured Jimmy Uso was going to get the win with the super kick. Reigns and Heyman were waiting back then. Jimmy said, you see that? Reigns, just kind of stared at him. Heyman said, Jimmy said that this wasn't the time and whatnot. As Reigns just went through the curtain and, just went to do this whole State of the Universal Championship address and whatnot. So, I believe Jimmy is in Money in the Bank now and whatnot, but yeah, Reigns still not kind of not showing him any type of respect and just kind of leaving him right there and whatnot. But yeah, he beat Ziggler, so it's Ziggler, okay? But Reigns and Heyman were out there. Heyman said that the Fiend got frightened, Strowman got slaughtered, Kevin Owens got KO'd, Edge and Daniel Bryan got pinned. And hold on 1 second, all right? All right, 1 second, hold on. Sorry about that. But yeah, they got emasculated, neutered, and humiliated at WrestleMania. I always have to have a phone call when I do a review. And Heyman said that the Mysterios were shipped to hell. And then Heyman said, there's no competition left. We beat the entire division in under less than a year, which he ain't lying about, because what other competition do you have left? So no one is around. No one has ever done this. A champion who's on network television and has destroyed everybody, okay? But before Reigns could say anything, Edge finally making his return. We haven't seen him since WrestleMania. Reigns was shocked. Reigns tried to stop Edge from getting the ring, but Edge went after him. Then after that, Reigns got Edge with Superman punch, but Edge took him down. He ended up hit him with a spear and hit him with a concerto. Well, was about to get the concerto on him, but Jimmy Uso came out and stopped Edge, and then Jimmy tried to attack him. Edge basically beat him up, speared him through the barricade. Edge got in the ring and basically held up the title. Says, where are you, Roman? Where are you at? I'm right here. So yeah, Edge is back. I'm surprised he didn't this building in SummerSlam. Now I thought he'd probably be back maybe until later into SummerSlam. But Edge is back. Edge is here, and that's what he's gonna do. But yes, Edge is back, folks. Edge is back, and obviously, could he be the one to finally beat Roman? I don't know. And, my regular co-host Couch said something like he was glad Edge was back, but he didn't really pop for it. I actually kind of popped when Edge came back, but it's like we've seen a lot of Edge returns recently, well, since last year, but it's like we know Edge is on a limited schedule and whatnot, and he can still fucking go, but I can't even wonder, is he actually going to win the title this time? Because before, I actually, he did win the... But yeah, I actually thought Edge was going to win the title at WrestleMania, but they know they weren't not going to take it off Reigns right now. But yeah, with Edge being back, could he actually win the title this time? Could he actually? To some extent, I would believe that. I probably would. But at the same time, I'm not really sure. Okay? But Edge is back. It was a big return and whatnot. So yeah, he's coming back after the title. So yeah, we're finally getting Edge versus Reigns one-on-one. Let's get that out the way first, all right? Because some people just believe that, and a lot. And listen, we can go back to WrestleMania because a lot of people did not want Daniel Bryan in there, or he booked himself to be in the main event of WrestleMania, and it should have just been Edge versus Reigns, which I was okay with. It was just Edge versus Reigns. I didn't think it would be another triple threat match, and I didn't think it needed to be a triple threat match at the same time. But at least we're finally getting Edge versus Reigns one-on-one, okay? One-on-one. And we'll see how that's going to go. But yeah, other than that, that's my review of SmackDown. Like I said, I'll have a video about those releases coming up soon enough. I'm sorry for the video quality right now. It's just some bullshit and whatnot. But at least you can hear me in audio-wise, alright? But other than that, I'm out of here. Comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. And we got some big plans coming up for SummerSlam when it comes to the review. I know it's a while, well, it's somewhat a while away from now. But just wait on it, and you'll see what comes on about that, alright? So I'm out. See you guys later. Peace.